Hello again, everyone. Today we're going to talk about the Kyosho branded Volkswagen Golf GTI. I don't have the box, so I don't know when this collection came out. It just came in this disgusting looking blister that's going to go right into the trash. Okay. But it did come with this card. So there was a Volkswagen collection. At least this is the first one, I imagine. Maybe there's two or three, who knows. I can only decipher that this car came out in 1974, which is true according to the internet. It was sold up until 2009, I think, in South America. It was styled by Giugiaro's Ital Design House. So it's got this origami paper kind of sharp angled styling, in complete opposite to the Volkswagen Beetle that it replaced. Also complete opposites, front wheel drive now, and the GTI would have had either a 1.6 or a 1.8 liter four-cylinder, making up to 110 horsepower. The GTI also reduced the ride height a little bit, and then it had these plastic wheel arches and a bigger front spoiler and a distinctive red trim around the grille. So that's what sets it apart. Oh, and 13-inch wheels. Alright, let's continue comparing this here. Eventually, they sold like 460,000 of the GTIs alone. Never mind the regular Golf, which I think they sell, well, it's in the millions. Okay. I think Kyosho did a decent job. You'll have to pause the video and decide for yourself. Let's get this base plate out of here. So red's a sketchy color from Kyosho. This is probably going to have some paint rash. There's definitely some bubbling right there. But the black painted on the casting here for those plastic wheel arches is done very nicely. And then the black carrying across here is nice. Same here. Same here. The little plastic fuel filler cap there is molded, detailed, but it's also painted black. The door handle is nicely done. It's sticking out. It's got recesses above and below. It's black. There's black paint on the window trim here, which is part of the window casting. The wheels do pretty much look like those steel wheels. The only thing missing is some black paint in the middle. But you can't really expect everything for a Kyosho blister pack because they didn't cost that much when they were new. What is nice though is the headlights are clear plastic. You got some rib details on them, so it looks like an old halogen light bulb. The Volkswagen looks good. The GTI looks good. The little red trim is nice as well. And some orange paint here for these markers, and the big plastic spoiler here is probably part of this base pan, yeah. And that pan itself is riveted together, so fixing it, modifying it might be tough. Little silver paint on the exhaust here, and these actually look like modern tire treads, not treads from the 1970s. Interesting. Okay. Oh, this side actually has a mirror. The other side did not. So there's a separate plastic mirror. No additional paint. It's rigid plastic. It will break off easily. I'm noticing, I think, yeah, look at this wheel, this front wheel. There's actually air passing between those spoke holes. So that's pretty neat. That's why I love Kyosho. Most of the time they have the little air holes going between the wheels, making them look so much more realistic. Okay, this side, pleasantly, there's no paint problems. Okay, so what's going on here? There's some sort of splotchiness. Oh, I think I rubbed, yeah, I can clean that off. Alright, little silver exhaust tip. Taillights are plastic and they look good, you know, good separation of the three colors. Golf GTI, very legible. Even the Volkswagen is legible. This black out of the window, or actually I think it might be part of the body? I'm not sure. I'm looking at the rear photograph. I can't make it out. Why would they paint that black, I wonder? Anyone leave a comment? Or is it a composite? It looks like it's just black paint. Anyways, three-dimensional painted black wiper. The black paint isn't so great there. And there's the paint rash. It usually starts on the top of a model. It's not bad. Yeah. I was expecting that with the red car. But I got it for a decent price off eBay. Tires aren't that flat either, so it's nice. They have a little curvature to the sidewall. It looks pretty good compared to the photograph. And then this one does roll. It's like a 50-50 split as far as rolling in Kyosho goes. And then Kyoshos always have this black interior with a lot of details, but without the good old flashlight you can't see much of anything. So yeah, with the light it's great, but how often do you pull out a flashlight? So, but I think you know, well, I don't know, maybe some of you Volkswagen fans can chime in, but I have a suspicion when I look at the photographs it's a gray interior, but maybe they had black. Not sure. Alright, it's time to compare to a couple other hatches. This GTI is credited, I think, by a lot of people to be the very first hot hatch, as the nickname goes, meaning it's like a sporty hatchback. So without this vehicle, there wouldn't be a whole genre that people like, right? So this is a hot hatch meat, and there it is with the distinctive red grille. Although I will say, well, this isn't a hatch, so it's the original Austin Mini. It's technically not a hatchback. I think they just called them saloons because the trunk doesn't cover the whole rear glass. It's just the bottom part. But I threw it in there because I just love the Mini. I used to have one of these classic ones, like a 1991 Mini Mayfair. And then, let's see another hatchback. Fiat. They have this Fiat Panda. This is by Kyosho. This one's by Greenlight, by the way. This red one here is by Kyosho. Another fine model, actually, if you like economy cars. This green one coming up is Toyota Starlet, the second generation, and it's by Konami. And that one's got a nice tan interior. It's a really great model. Okay, let's move on in the years a little bit. This is a 1989 Suzuki Swift, and it's by BM Creations. So it's got it's like aftermarket wheel set. It's slammed to the ground. You can adjust the suspension height on these BM Creations, or a lot of them, not all of them. We have to start losing a few here. In fact, here's another one. It's a 1988 Starlet. So it's a more modern version of the green one, but fully modified. Trying to just focus on the Volkswagen. Alright, and then the modern Fiat 500. I think these came out in 2007. And then the last one I'm just going to throw on the back is Alfa Romeo 147 GTA, which I think came out in 2002. In fact, I'm going to put these back on so I can do the top view. And now you can see the size variation. And the last model I compared to is made by Greenlight, this orange thing. I think it came out in 2021, this color scheme. It actually has a lower air dam there in the front, and it's got a crazy green interior on top of the exterior color. So I really like it. It's a really bold model. The only thing I don't like are the white headlights. You know, I'd much rather have plastic headlights, and if they just got rid of the engine thing, they could have easily done it. It doesn't have mirrors though, but I'm not sure if the real race car had mirrors either, so it might be accurate. But anyways, today is not about Greenlight, today is about this Kyosho, and I'm quite happy that I got this one. The paint rash could have been a lot worse, so I think I lucked out. If I had to guess, after the Volkswagen Beetle, this might be the most popular car, right? Is there a more popular Volkswagen you guys can think of after the Beetle, that is? I'd be curious what your comments are. Alright guys, well hopefully I'll keep getting in some more VWs, and we'll see you until then.